Grey's Anatomy Season 22, Episode 4, not only brought back Jackson Avery, but also marked an important emotional moment for Atticus Link Lincoln, who continues to navigate the aftermath of his breakup with Joe Wilson. His return to the spotlight this episode gave fans a much-needed update on where he stands both personally and professionally, and whether there's any hope left for Link and Joe, the fan-favorite pairing whose connection has been complicated by heartbreak, pride, and timing. When the episode began, Link was finally allowed to return to work after his suspension. But it was clear that not everyone at Grey Sloan was ready to welcome him back with open arms, least of all Owen Hunt. Owen lashed out at him for overstepping boundaries and getting involved in a patient's case before his reinstatement was official. It was a tense moment, but one that reminded fans of Link's impulsive yet deeply compassionate nature. Despite the confrontation, the two eventually cleared the air, with Owen apologizing after realizing that Link had only been trying to help. Owen even admitted that Link might be the only person who's bothered to ask how he's really doing lately, acknowledging their growing friendship. However, the bigger emotional thread came when Link crossed paths with Joe. The tension between them was immediate and palpable, a mix of unresolved feelings and quiet longing. Although they've agreed to remain friends for the sake of their son, Scout, it's obvious that both are still struggling with the fallout from their failed relationship. Joe has been trying to move forward and focus on her work, but every time she's around Link, her emotions bubble back to the surface. Likewise, Link seems torn between respecting Joe's boundaries and wanting to rekindle what they once had. Their scenes in this episode carried an emotional weight that longtime fans recognized. There was an unspoken sadness in the way they interacted, the kind that comes from two people who still love each other, but can't seem to align at the same time. Joe has been protecting herself, afraid of falling into the same emotional traps that once left her heartbroken. Link, on the other hand, appears to be realizing just how much he misses what they shared, but he's also aware that pushing too hard could drive her further away. A key moment between them came when Joe offered Link some quiet encouragement after his rough encounter with Owen. She reminded him that he's a great surgeon and that his compassion is what makes him stand out. Link seemed genuinely touched, and though it was a small exchange, it spoke volumes about how much they still care for one another, even if neither is ready to admit it out loud. By the end of the episode, their relationship seemed to settle into a fragile truce, somewhere between friendship and the possibility of something more. Link looked more grounded, ready to rebuild his career and earn back the respect he once had, while Joe's softening attitude toward him suggested that her walls might not stay up forever. Their story is far from over, but Grey's Anatomy Season 22, Episode 4 reminded viewers why Link and Joe remain one of the show's most emotionally layered pairings. Whether they find their way back to each other or not, the chemistry and deep affection between them continue to give the series its heart.